Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be over pursuing women causes them to ignore you. Well, I can't stress this enough. When you reach out to a girl and you leave a message or you text her, you must wait for her to get back to you and be patient. Because when you send a text to a girl or you leave her a message and then you don't wait for her to call you back, if it's several hours or a day, and then you start blowing up her phone, it communicates neediness and insecurity and that you're afraid that she's going to blow you off. And the only reason you'd be afraid is because that's something that happens to you all the time. And that in and of itself will communicate to the girl that you're not a very good catch and you're not very good with women. Women want a guy that knows what to do. Women want a guy that's got his shit together already, who knows how to court, romance, and seduce a woman properly. They don't want to teach you this shit. And if you start communicating neediness and weakness and acting as if you're going to create an awkward situation, they're going to avoid you like the plague. So I got an email here from a viewer, and he says, "Hello, I'm a guy who's 21, and I was kind of dating a woman who was 33 who's been divorced 5 months ago and separated for 6 months before that. Everything was okay until last Monday when she called me and said that she can't do it anymore, like the sex and stuff. And I said, that's fine, but later on that week, on Friday, I called her and talked to her for a bit. And that same night, I overdid my calls to her, and she texted me that she doesn't think it's a good idea that we be friends and that I'm taking this too far. Yeah, you become totally needy and clingy, and you're acting like a little girl. You're acting like a little boy with this chick. And all you've done is cause her to feel like, oh, this guy's seeking a relationship. He wants more than what we really had. And she could tell that you were more into her than she was into you, and that you were getting all hung up on her emotionally. And you're basically becoming a drama queen in her life, and so that's why she said this to you. So when a girl says, I can't do the sex anymore, and you say, okay, that's fine, and then you keep pursuing her, you're acting like a doormat. You're communicating, hey, it's okay to treat me like shit and to blow me off, but I'm going to stick around because hopefully the friendship route will allow me to get back in your pants. And when a woman tells you that she just wants to be friends and she doesn't want the sex or any of that stuff, just say, hey, you're awesome, you're amazing, I really like hanging out with you, and I think you got a great body and you're a great lover, but I'm not interested in being your friend or your buddy. I'm interested in being your lover. And so if you're telling me that we can only be friends from now on, I got to be honest, I'm not interested in that. So give me a call if you change your mind. I'd love to see you. And then you just walk away and never look back. And after a few days or a week or two, she'll get bored. She'll be thinking about you. And plus she'll interact with a couple other douchebag guys that don't know what the fuck they're doing. You figure 97% of them don't know. And so after a couple of weeks have gone by and you're off dating and hooking up with other women, then she's going to be like, oh, this, a hot little 21-year-old dude, she's 33, she's going to want you to come back over and hang out. But your approach, chasing her and pursuing her, is just causing her to run away from you and avoid you like the plague. He says, I gave her some time and sent her a text 5 days after which said, hey, I wanted to take this time and apologize for being pushy, and I realized I came too fast at you and was being too forward. Regardless of what's going on, I don't want us to be strangers and hope you're doing well. In other words, please be my friend. Please let me be in your life. You're seeking her approval with that kind of a response. It's totally fucking weak, dude. And he says, I like her and I want her back. I texted her on Wednesday and today is Friday and she hasn't replied yet. I know it sounds cheesy, but I started having feelings for her. Yeah, you want what you can't have. That's typically what happens. Like, a guy gets dumped or a girl gets dumped, and they might have been not really even giving a shit about the other person, but when they get dumped out of the blue and they weren't expecting it, they go, oh, I lost the love of my life, help me get her back. And it's like, in essence, you go from not giving a shit to totally being in love because you get dumped. He says, please tell me something I can do to get her back. What can you do to get her back? Absolutely fucking nothing. Don't do a damn thing. Don't text her, don't reach. She ignored you. You can't try to keep somebody who won't keep you. This is what you should do. Do nothing. When you do hear from her, it's just act like nothing ever happened. Just say, hey, great to hear from you. Why don't we get together and meet up for a drink? Or why don't you grab a bottle of wine and come on over to my place and we'll make dinner together? And if she says, no, I'm not really into that, just say, okay, well, I'm not interested in being your male girlfriend or just being friends only, so give me a call when you change your mind. I'd love to see you. And then leave the conversation. And every time she reaches out to you, try to create a definite date, a fun-filled romantic opportunity for sex to happen, which is a date, by just have her come over to you. It's like she's dumped you, just have her come over to your place. Tell her to grab a bottle of wine, come on over to your place, and you'll make dinner together. And if she's not into that, then just say, well, give me a call when you change your mind. And you keep giving her the same response. Never call her, never reach out to her, only respond to her initiated text. Why? Because she dumped you, she blew you off. If you keep chasing after a girl who's blowing you off, she will completely ignore you, and you may end up getting some papers in the mail, basically a restraining order telling you to leave her the fuck alone. So what you need to do, like I said, is nothing. Wait for her to reach out to you, and when she does, try to arrange a date for her to come over to your place or to meet out for a drink. And if she won't do that, or if she's like, I'm not sure, I gotta check my schedule, or she gives you the friendship crap again, just say, I'm not into that. Give me a call if you change your mind. Nice chatting with you, keep in touch, I gotta run. And then get off the phone and that's it. Never look back. One of two things will happen. She'll either stop calling you, or A, when she does call you, she'll agree and she'll make plans and she'll come over and you'll start seducing her. And that's all you need to do as a man, is to create a fun-filled romantic opportunity for sex to happen. Nothing more. Don't worry about relationship, dating, what you are, boyfriend, girlfriend. That shit's irrelevant, because when you start worrying about that stuff, you create drama. And the only time a woman wants to be in a relationship is when she's in love with you, and when she's fallen for you, and when you guys are spending all kinds of time together. And she'll bring it up. And until she brings it up, keep dating other women, keep having fun. And like I said, this girl will either arrange a date with you, or she'll stop calling you. And either way, you'll either get her back by doing that, or you'll never hear from her again. And so I encourage you to go to my website right now, and underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that'll take you right to the download page for my book on Amazon. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, you can download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. So read the book and start applying what I teach with other women so you can get some backup going here, because you only got like one chick and you're all hung up on her, and it's really hard to do things right when you're really into a girl, and she's the only person that you got to practice with or interact with. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be in the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website right now, and on the Wibbia toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.